Chair Finnerty.
Present.
The Secretary is here. Board Member Catalinato.
Present.
Board Member Mutu.
Present.
Board Member Neely.
Present.
Board Member Fulham.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Very good. Can we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In light of our sparse attendance, I will dispense with safety procedures, and we'll go to item 1, which is Joseph Badia. Do we have the proper notice, Council?
We do.
Very good. Is someone going to read for us?
Yeah, I'm going to read it in.
Very good, Craig.
Please take notice that in accordance with local law number 417 of 2022, the public hearing will be held by the Southampton Town Planning Board on Thursday, October 27th, 2022, at 6 p.m. at Town Hall, 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, by video conferencing and live, to consider the final application entitled Joseph Badia. Did I pronounce that correctly? Badia?
Yes.
The project proposes 3 lots with a total project area of 68,062 square feet, with proposed lot 1 to contain 26,268 square feet and fronting on Bayview Drive West. Proposed lot number 2 containing 21,794 square feet and fronting on Bayview Drive West. And proposed lot number 3 containing 20,000 square feet and fronting on Ridge Road, all on the property situated in the R20 zoning district and situated within the Aquifer Protection Overlay District and the New York State Archaeologically Sensitive Area, located at 39 and 45 Bayview Drive West within the hamlet of Noyac, Suffolk County Tax Map number 900-16-2, 55.2.
Bruce Anderson, Suffolk Environmental Consulting for the applicant, Joseph Badia. Don't need to repeat the project description. The map before you is entirely consistent with the adopted pre-application report, which occurred in 2016. The time that has lapsed between then and now, several things have happened. You received a archaeological investigation, which came up with no further action recommended. And it's an R20 zone. All lots comply with the R20 zoning. It is, none of the lots changed configuration since the adopted pre-app. The only change to the map is because of the health department issues we had, we required and brought public water down on Ridge Road. So we have public water now fully on Bayview Drive and public water on Ridge Road. I don't have anything further to add. I think this is a pretty straightforward application. I know it's a public hearing. I don't see any public here, and there was no public comment on the pre-app.
Is this
I'll answer.
Bayview Oaks?
I'm sorry?
Is this in Bayview Oaks?
No, it's
A
in
little further north?
It's in Noyak.
It's in Noyak. It's up behind Noyak Road, up in the hills there.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk that area.
Okay, further up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of Bayview roads.
There's baby roads all over this
Yeah.
town.
any further questions from the board? No. Thanks, Mr. Anderson. In light of I'm sorry, is there anyone in the Zoom chat room that wishes to be heard?
We have one person on Zoom.
Very good.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you, but we cannot.
Okay, sorry, the volume's so low. I know the town water has been brought down Ridge Road.
Wait, excuse me, can you identify yourself,
Please state your name.
Sure, I'm sorry, my name's Megan Schmidt. I live at 57 Ridge Road West, adjacent to the property.
Okay, go ahead.
So the intent for the new property that is gonna exit onto Ridge Road West is to connect to the town water as opposed to drilling a new well.
Yes, they have to connect it to public water.
Okay, all right, great, thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the Zoom chat room?
No one else on Zoom.
Thank you very much. I'll entertain a motion to close with a 10-day written comment period.
Motion?
Motion by Craig,
Second.
second by Gloria, all in favor, aye. Opposed,
Aye.
abstentions? 6 yes, 1 absent. Thanks, Bruce. Good
Thank you
seeing
very
you
much.
again.
Thank you.
Pleasant evening.
Item number 2 is Jeffrey Delandro. Do we have someone to read?
Yes.
Do we have notice, council?
We do.
Okay, Kate, you're clear to read.
Please take notice that in accordance with Local Law 417 of 2022, a public hearing will be held by the Southampton Town Planning Board on Thursday, October 27, 2022, at 6 p.m. at Town Hall, 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, and via video conferencing to consider the pre-submission conference application entitled Jeffrey Delandro. The application is for a site plan special exception for the construction of a 10,000 square foot building for 5 special trade units on a 1.6 acre parcel located in the L40 zoning district, Aquifer Protection Overlay District, Central Pine Barrens Compatible Growth Area, and situated at 1323 Spionk Riverhead Road within the hamlet of Spionk, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 900-326-1-8.2.
Good evening. For the record, Wayne Bruin, O'Shea, Marcinsick and Bruin for Jeffrey Delandro. As the notice indicated, we're here for pre-submission site plan. For the construction of an industrial building, the property is located west side of Spionk Riverhead Road, about 3,900 feet north of Old Country Road. And we are in the light industrial 40 district. Parcel is a rectangular parcel, 70,949 square feet, approximately 1.6 acres. The lot is currently vacant and wooded. This property is shown on a lot on a minor subdivision this planning board approved in 1988. At that time, you imposed a 50-foot buffer on the rear of the property and also a 50-foot buffer along the frontage of the property. And the only exception to that buffer would be the allowance for a driveway to pass for the development of the property. There was also a covenant that had a clearing restriction, which was imposed by the planning board because the code in 1988 required the planning board to do that calculation. And currently, the town code was subsequently amended in 1989 that allows 50% clearing on a parcel. The property directly to the north, if you've seen in the aerial photograph, is also a lot on that same minor subdivision, and this board approved a similar building. You can see it on the aerial that's there. Essentially, we're sort of mirroring that proposal with all the entry doors and the parking all on the southerly side of the building to take advantage of the orientation of the sun. So the site plan is, as noticed, for special trade contractors and/or permitted industrial uses. I think primarily there'll be special trade contractors. We provided some elevations, metal siding, charcoal gray, entry doors black, metal roof light gray. The building is on the northerly side. We maintain the 50-foot buffers as well as clearing. The covenant was for 25% clearing. And on the property to the north, the board did amend the covenant to be consistent with the current code, and we're asking for the same thing, which would be to allow clearing to be up to 50%, which is what is permitted in compatible growth area as well as the town aquifer protection overlay district. There is public water, and we are doing an IA system. And just for further orientation, the property immediately to the east across Spionk Riverhead Road is the former BB&S treated lumber site. And just to the south of that is the Bustle Property Warehouse, West Hampton Glass. So the board has reviewed and approved site plans in this area. So that's all I have to offer tonight. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
So Wayne, I actually rented at 1319 Spionk
Okay.
Riverhead Road, so I know that area intimately. It's a great spot for solar. It really is. I don't want to spend your applicants, your client's money, but especially in those summer months,
Well,
throughout the year, actually, it's bathed in sunlight over there. And he could have a real opportunity to utilize, some energy from the sun.
you might be able to convince him.
Yeah.
If you know Mr. DeLandro and his company Ocean Electric, he's in that industry, so I'm sure I might be able to tell him that was your suggestion. That's probably a
Yeah.
good one.
And are his bay doors going to open towards the
South.
south?
Yes.
You may want to rethink that. Because the way the parking lot was, the parking lot would just absorb all that sun energy and radiate it into the shop. So if you opened your door, you were actually blasting in hot air as opposed to cooling off your place.
Well, that's interesting. That during the summer, I
That's-
get it. The winter, it might be a good thing, but on the
Yeah,
other
well,
hand,
that's
Yeah.
true too, sure.
on the other hand, it's very limited as to
Yeah.
how you would orient the building otherwise.
But it's a good spot, I live in that area, and I think people from Remsenburg Spion appreciate having it there. It's a source of, startup industries, jobs.
I was gonna
And
say,
it
the
doesn't
units
burn
of
the
this
school district.
size are rare. I mean,
Yeah.
as you know, come east, there's no industrial land available for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that, unfortunately, that's where our contractors are all west,
Mhm.
and have to come east.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anyone in the Zoom chat room wishes to be heard?
No one on Zoom.
Okay, very good. I'll entertain a motion then to close with a 30-day written comment period for pre-submission.
Motion.
Motion by Gloria, second by Craig, all in favor, aye. Opposed, abstentions, 6 yes, 1 absent. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
By George, second by Gloria. We'll see you on the 10th.
Can I ask you to confirm the comment that Dennis made about staff at the end, because Anthony wasn't here?
Oh, yeah, you got a big shout out
Oh, yeah.
from Janice.
Yeah.
And it's